3-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now Joe Mixon, a bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him, because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
From the 29, Mayfield. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The numbers for Green a week ago, 10 catches, 129 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Point it right.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in the power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mayfield. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Hey, alert 33. 54's Mike.
Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third down, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Greystone, travel. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Matchbox lights. 2.
They'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Right there. Baby.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 85 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They find some open field here. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marcus Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. Traquan Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Nyheim Hines, a touchdown run in the victory. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, but we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. On second down, Mayfield again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield finding Beckham and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Hunt. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catch.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
From the 36, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On the delay, here's Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry, hurry, I got it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
Hey, we are. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Mayfield now, and he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught. Beckham. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. drive. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Hey, only 33. Hey, Charlie.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is,
both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
what may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. On first down, Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. To throw, Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call it a 48-yard punt. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Mayfield. Johnson's got it complete. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hit it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Got it.
52, Mike, 52. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Go. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And
2nd and 5. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati,